The interaction that you're about to hear started out as a role play between me and a mom who was dealing with a conflict with her 14-year-old son over chores. But since he was home and happy to participate, we invited him to join in. So let's first meet Brandy, the mom, who is fed up with all the nagging that she's doing. And as if that's not bad enough,
and then when he does do the chores, I feel like it's not completely done and he's doing it real quick just to go back to playing the game or go back to watching TV or whatever he was doing.
So I started out by empathizing with Brandy about how hard that was for her.
You want support.
Yeah.
And you also want ease, and you want things done to your standard, because that's how you have peace of mind as you navigate what could potentially be a very chaotic household situation.
Correct.
You want him to have intrinsic motivation for doing this, that he will want to contribute to the household and see the value in it and focus and not prioritize something else. You're all in for him and your household, and you want him all in for the household.
Yes.
Then we mapped the gap between the conflict and her vision for her family so that we made sure that however we handled the conflict, it was in alignment with that vision. That vision also includes what her son wants for himself. And here's how that conversation unfolded.
What does your son want in relationship with you?
I've never asked him, so I can.
Do you want to ask him?
Yeah. Lemon.
Yes.
Can you come here, please?
All right.
I'm curious, do you want to hear what your mom shared about what she wants in relationship with you and what she wants for you in your life? Would you like to hear that from her?
Sure.
Yeah, basically that I like how you worded everything, just an ongoing connection. I'm continuous resource here for you, and that I'm always going to be a safe space for you. And I also want to make sure that as you grow up, you have these life skills that are necessary as an adult, so you're not struggling when you're out on your own, and to know that we will always be here no matter what.
I would also add that your mom also wants to more great talks, and that you're also in touch with choice, that you know when you're making a choice that you have freedom to make choice, that you have a real sense of freedom to make choices. That was also something she said that she really wants for you in your life. Did that capture it?
Yes.
After I found that out, I asked what was going on for Lennon. What was his perspective on what was happening with the chores?
When I do chores, I do them. But when my sister does chores, here's the thing. She's like 4 years younger than me. And I would do chores when I was her age. But the thing is that when my sister refuses to do her chores, my parents make me do her chores with no extra like favors.
Incentives, like money and
So
stuff.
just free. And I think that with my chores, look, I understand you want me to be outside and be active. I can do that. But if I do the chores and play, let's say, basketball a lot, then I feel like I could play my game for a while.
He's talking about video games because that's what we use a lot as incentive is video games, and because I require him to like go outside for a specific amount of time to get physical activity, but it's always a struggle.
What I'm sensing here is you have a system that's about incentives.
Mm-hmm.
And if what you want is a sense of choice,
Yes.
incentive and choice are not super compatible.
Okay.
Do you see the internal conflict in that?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I guess I've never really thought about it that way, but now that you put it, that there absolutely will be a conflict with that. Because if you're not getting the incentives, you're not going to do it.
Yeah, and you were like 2 weeks late to pay me my $10 a week.
Okay.
2 weeks late.
Okay, I know. Okay.
Brandy agreed to let go of the incentive system, and so then we went about co-creating a new strategy that works better for everybody. There was a lot of problem solving. It turns out that Lennon is happy to do the dishes, provided that the dirty ones are left to soak, so they're not as hard for him to get clean. He's happy to put the clothes away, provided it's easier to distinguish between his dad's underwear and his. and no, he is not willing to mow the lawn until they get the blades sharpened. Took about 10 minutes, and they reached this agreement.
These clothes got put away, the dishes got done, and they were set up for success, and he watches the siblings. Is that enough does that feel like enough of a contribution?
To me, that's plenty.
Last I heard, the new system is working. The family has a weekly meeting that ends in an ice cream party in which they check in about how things are going with the chores and adjust as necessary.